Cuba has collapsed. You have probably seen the headlines. But let me ask you, do you really know what it means for the people who live here? Not for the politician or the small number of privileged ones. For people like me. My name is Mike, I'm 24 years old and I live in Havana, Cuba. This was not supposed to be my first YouTube video, but what's happening left me no choice. Today, I'm going to show you through my eyes what the headlines don't show you. To understand what's happening, you need to understand one thing first. Cuba depends almost entirely on the fuel it imports, and for months now, that system has broken down. In February of this year, fuel imports dropped by 90%, and that's not just a cold number. It means that most of the power plants are offline. It means the electricity deficit is huge. On top of that, the whole national electric infrastructure is old. It needs constant maintenance, so it constantly breaks. It means the system collapses over and over again. A few days ago, there was a total blackout. Not just in my neighborhood, not just in my city, nationwide. The seventh one in months. We were 24 hours without electricity. When this has happened other times, it has been up to 3 days. But even when the system is working, the blackouts are daily. 4 hours, 8 hours with no warning. So you never know when it will go out or when it will come back. Let me tell you how this affects my life. And it's not just not watching TV, it's everything. I have two jobs, coordinator at an artist residency and freelance photographer. When a blackout hits, I lose whatever I'm working on. And when there is no power, there is no internet. Simple as that. As a photographer, I work from home. I spend a lot of time on my computer because what I do, it's mostly editing. And sometimes I have some photo shoots here in a small space that I have turned into a studio here in my house. And you can imagine it's impossible because if there is no electricity, you cannot use the lights. And also, it's impossible to make all the social media work that I need to get more bookings because in this area, when there is no electricity, there is no internet. So it's really complicated to keep that business alive. And it also affects my job at the art residency because I work as a coordinator, but also I work as a photographer, I work as a social media manager, I work as a. It's not only hard for me, it's also hard for the artists who come to the art residency because they come from countries where they don't have to deal with these kind of things. Tourism, which was my main source of income, dropped by 30% just in January, since other countries don't recommend Cuba as a safe travel destination. Also, at this moment, flights are cancelled because there is no fuel for airplanes. You can't eat properly. Many homes cook with electricity because they don't have gas. Not all neighborhoods have direct gas installations, so they depend on the gas tanks that the government sells. They regulate and control its distribution, and normally they don't have enough to sell. Buying a gas tank is an ordeal when it's possible. You have to register, wait in lines for hours or days. In my house, we only cook when there is electricity. We try to save the gas as much as we can. We only use it to heat the meal. Last time we could buy one was 6 months ago. When there is no gas or electricity, people have to be very resourceful with cooking, using charcoal or firewood to make a fire, like in old days. And sometimes they cannot cook inside of their home, maybe because they live in a building, which is my case. And you will see people using the common spaces, and sometimes they even cook in the streets. And when the power goes out for hours, the fridge stops cooling. Food goes bad. Getting food is already hard. The average salary here is 10 USD a month. Yeah, you heard right. 10 USD a month. And food is really expensive. So washing it rot in your freezer is a whole different pain. You can sleep. Cuba is a tropical country, so it's hot. It's really hot. It's already hard sleeping without an AC or a fan. But also we have insects, we have a lot of mosquitoes, and they can infect you with dengue, chikungunya, or Zika. So sleeping becomes a risk. You have no water. Water doesn't just arrive at your house. There are pumps that push it up. If you live in a high building like I do, I will need electricity for the pump to function. So when there is no electricity, it's impossible to take a shower, wash the dishes, or even flush the toilet. You can study or grow. I invest a lot of my time learning new things because I am always curious about different things, mainly all the things related with languages and also with photography. So I watch a lot of tutorials and I need electricity to do that. When it's gone, that lost time never comes back. For instance, while I was recording this video, the electricity went off. So I have to stop and continue in another moment. You can do anything, not only inside of your house, also outside. If you need to withdraw money from the ATM is not functioning. If you need to do paperwork at some office, it's impossible. You will be in line waiting the whole day because there is no electricity, so they cannot do anything. And some have it worse. All of this is bad for me, but I can only think of all that people in hospital. There are elderly people or children whose life depends on machines that need electricity. Not all hospitals have backup generators, so when the system collapses, they pay the price too. All of this wears you down. Not being able to plan, not being able to work, not being able to study, not being able to sleep. Some days your body keeps going, but your soul feels dark. And still, we Cubans keep going. We have a word, resolver. It means to figure it out, to find a way, always. I keep figuring it out. I keep taking photos, I keep learning, I keep dreaming. When your country collapses, sometimes dreaming of another place or another reality is the only thing that keeps you standing. If you made it this far, thank you, truly. In future videos, I will tell you more about how we buy things, how we get around, how we have fun, and if you feel curious about visiting my country, you should know that right now we are not in the best moment, but Cuba is a beautiful place and it has beautiful people. If any of this resonated with you, comment. Tell me what else do you want to know. And if you think more people should see this, share it. It will really help me right now.